He who thinks little errs much. Learning never exhausts the mind. I love those who can smile in trouble. Life without love is no life at all. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Art is never finished, only abandoned. The knowledge of all things is possible. The painter has the universe in his mind and hands. Nothing can be loved or hated unless it is first understood. As you cannot do what you want what you can do. As a well-spent day brings happy sleep, so life well used brings happy death. Painting is poetry that is seen rather than felt, and poetry is painting that is felt rather than seen. A painter should begin every canvas with a wash of black, because all things in nature are dark except where exposed by the light. Study without desire spoils the memory, and it retains nothing that it takes in. It had long since come to my attention that people of accomplishment rarely sat back and let things happen to them. They went out and happened to things. It is easier to resist at the beginning than at the end. Iron rusts from disuse, stagnant water loses its purity, and in cold weather becomes frozen. Even so does inaction sap the vigors of the mind. All our knowledge has its origin in our perceptions. Realize that everything connects to everything else. Make your work to be in keeping with your purpose. Once you have tasted the taste of sky, you will forever look up. Obstacles cannot crush me, every obstacle yields to stern resolve. Why does the eye see more clearly when asleep than the imagination when awake? Learning is the only thing the mind never exhausts, never fears, and never regrets. A well-spent day brings happy sleep. Wisdom is the daughter of experience. He who truly knows has no occasion to shout. A wave is never found alone, but is mingled with the other waves. Just as a well-filled day brings blessed sleep, so a well-employed life brings a blessed death. In time and with water, everything changes. The noblest pleasure is the joy of understanding. Tears come from the heart and not from the brain. Every action needs to be prompted by a motive. There is no object so large but that at a great distance from the eye it does not appear smaller than a smaller object near. He who is fixed to a star does not change his mind. I have always felt it is my destiny to build a machine that would allow man to fly. Poor is the pupil who does not surpass his master. One can have no smaller or greater mastery than mastery of oneself. You can have no dominion greater or less than that over yourself. Life well spent is long. There are three classes of people: those who see when they are shown, those who do not see. It had long since come to my attention that people of accomplishment rarely sat back and let things happen to them. They went out and happened to things. You do ill if you praise, but worse if you censure what you do not understand. A beautiful body perishes, but a work of art dies not. Beyond a doubt, truth bears the same relation to falsehood as light to darkness. Experience does not err. Only your judgments err by expecting from her what is not in her power. Every action needs to be prompted by a motive. I love those who can smile in trouble, who can gather strength from distress, and grow brave by reflection. 'Tis the business of little minds to shrink, but they whose heart is firm, and whose conscience approves their conduct, will pursue their principles unto death. Life is pretty simple. You do some stuff. Most fails. Some works. You do more of what works. If it works big, others quickly copy it. Then you do something else. The trick is the doing something else. Whatever you do in life, if you want to be creative and intelligent, and develop your brain, you must do everything with the awareness that everything, in some way, connects to everything else. Be a mirror, absorb everything around you and still remain the same. Beauty perishes in life, but is immortal in art. Art lives from constraints and dies from freedom. While I thought that I was learning how to live, I have been learning how to die. Learning is the only thing that never disappoints us. People reveal themselves completely only when they are thrown out of the customary conditions of their life. Our life is made by the death of others. Not to appreciate life, all of life, is not to deserve it. To discover the soul living in somebody's body, we watch the surrounding of the body, and if it's messy and disordered, so is the soul.